Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Matlock Messer Stadium here for Earlham College men's soccer. If you're just tuning in, women's soccer won 3-0 over Illinois College. Now we are set to get the men's versus Illinois College game underway. Both teams coming in 0-2-1 to start off their season. So by the end of today, one of these teams may have a win or another tie on their record. I'm Gerardo Byrne. This is the pregame Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear. As I mentioned, both teams coming in 0-2-1. Our men's soccer team on Wednesday played Wabash and lost 3-0. And Illinois College coming in 0-2-1, losing their last game at Principia College, losing that game 2-0. So, like I said, I'm Gerardo Byrne, bringing you today's action between men's Earlham soccer versus Illinois College. When we come back, we will have the scouting report on both of these teams coming into today's matchup. So, under 5 minutes remaining on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We'll be right back in just a few moments.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with the most comprehensive auto repair services that include general services, car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. Their goal is simple: to offer the best services available at affordable prices to get you back on the road in no time. For a high-performance vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, give them a call at 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Welcome back to Matlock Messer Stadium. And for those of you that are tuning in right now, the reason why you see a black screen is because our camera is not yet turned on. It is being turned on as we speak right now. But right now I'm going to go over the scouting report of Illinois College. In their 3 games, they have only put up 1 goal, 0.33 goals a game on 24 shots. Averaging 8 shots a game on a 0.42 shooting percentage and an 8 out of 24 shots on goal. They've had 2 yellow card penalties and 7 red cards in their first 3 games. 24 saves, 53 fouls, and 9 corner kicks. And we're going to run down the starting lineups for the Illinois College Blue Boys. Goalkeeper will be number 1, Raul Rubalcava. Number 3, Thomas Seda. Number 4, Patrick Marker. Number 5, Brock Ziegemeyer. Number 6, Kyle Tucker. Number 12, Nick Walter. Number 16, Colin Bosler. Number 17, Brian Hamilton. Number 19, Jared Haynes. Number 23, Mark Majors. And number 29, Caleb Saldana. So that will be your starters for your Illinois College Blue Boys. Now going over to your Earlham Quakers, who are also, as I mentioned, 0-2-1. We're going to look at their statistics coming into today's matchup. They have put up 19 shots and scored 2 goals overall on a 105 shooting percentage. They're only averaging 6.3 shots a game, 8 shots on goal, 2 assists, 7 corner kicks, and 5 yellow cards on the Quakers to start out this young season. So there it is, the scouting reports on both teams. Going to give you the starting lineups for your Earlham College Quakers. Number 1, Henry Wilds will start at goalkeeper. Number 3, Patrick Elster. Number 4, Jake Pearson. Number 5, Luke Caesar. Number 8, Andrew Bellick. Number 14, Connor Kimball. Number 15, Jeffrey Duyer. Number 16, Caleb Wilgen. Number 19, Ethan Getman. Number 22, Drew Fitzgibbon. And 25, John Todd will round out your starting 5. We are set to get this game underway. And when we come back, we will have the matchup underway. Still on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We will be back in just a moment.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
Welcome back to Matlock Messer Stadium. Still waiting for this camera to upload. The game has been started. Game is underway. We are on the Quakers side of the field. It'd be a throw-in for the Quakers. Todd Kimball will kick it out of bounds, and there will be a corner kick for the Quakers. Kimball will kick the corner kick for the Quakers. Both teams have their offensive and defensive formation set. Kimball's kick will bounce off the Blue Boys defender. The shot from Caleb Wilgen was deflected. Ball will be kicked out of bounds, and there will be a throw-in by the Blue Boys. So goal kick will come from Rubel Kava. 43-47 remaining in the first half. And, folks, I know you're just tuning in and still waiting for our camera to come on. It is loading as we speak. On the Quaker side of the field, Kimball will pass it back to number 19, Ethan Getman. Andrew Bellick will have a foul called against him on the play. Drew Fitzgibbon dribbling down the sideline. Will be deflected by number 23, Mark Majors. Kimball will pass it back out to Caesar. Caesar looking for Todd, but number 6, Kyle Tucker, will kick it back out to the Quaker side of the field. And Jake Pearson will pass it out to Elster. Folks, still even though you're looking at a black screen, camera will be up in a few moments. Ball will be kicked out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for the Blue Boys. Having our crew work on the camera, facing some technical difficulties. We'll try to get that back up to you as soon as possible. Number 29, Caleb Saldana, kicks it out of bounds, and then we'll have a throw-in for the Quakers. Elster will throw it in. He will pass it to Jake Pearson. On the Blue Boys side of the field, Kimball in a foot race with number 12, Nick Walter. And the ball will be kicked out of bounds, and we will have a throw-in for the Quakers. Number 19, Ethan Getman, will throw it in for the Quakers. Throws it to Kimball, who is getting boxed out by number 19, Jared Hayes, and it will be a throw-in for the Blue Boys. Folks, once again, we apologize. Camera technical difficulties. We have people up here working on it. And we're trying to get that up to you as soon as possible. We're at 41 minutes remaining in the first half. Ball's on the Quakers side of the field. Number 17, Brian Hamilton, was looking for Hayes, but ball was deflected by Getman. Hayes dribbling it up the field. Drew Fitzgibbon now with the ball, and he will pass it looking for Todd. But number 4, Patrick Marker, will kick it out to his defender. Saldana will pass it to number 6, Kyle Tucker. Number 23, Mark Maters, will dribble it into Quaker territory, looking for 17, Brian Hamilton, being defended by Caesar. Hamilton and Caesar fighting for possession. Ball will be kicked out of bounds, and we will have a corner kick for the Blue Boys. 40-16 remaining. And, folks, as you see, we got the camera up and running. Now we're just figuring it out how to fix it to move back and forth. Corner kick for the Blue Boys. The kick is up and deflected by Caesar of the Quakers. The shot from number 5, Brock Ziegemeyer, is over the goal, and it will be a goal kick for the Quakers. Goal kick from Henry Wild. Right to Kimball. Kimball looking ahead to number 16, Caleb Wilgen, but goalkeeper Rubalcava comes out and scoops it up. Kimball in a possession battle with number 5, Brock Ziegemeyer. Now number 15 for the Quakers, Jeffrey Duyer, has entered the matchup. Elster will pass it back to his goalkeeper, Wilds. Jake Pearson has the ball taken from number 17, Brian Hamilton. Jeffrey Duyer will pass it out to Jonathan Todd. Caleb Wilgen going back to Todd. Todd trying to dribble between defenders, but number 3, Thomas Seda, comes away with it. Wilgen gets the ball deflected off of him, and Hamilton will pass it back out to Zegemeyer, who was looking for Marker, but it goes to Getman, and number 3, Thomas Seda, has the ball deflected from Caesar. Caesar dribbling into Quaker territory, gets knocked down from Zegemeyer, and it has a foul called on him. So that'll be the first foul of the game by the Blue Boys. 37-45 remaining in the first half. Still a 0-0 game. At the midfield line, Getman will dribble it up, looking for Fitzgibbon. Hamilton has it for the Blue Boys, dribbling in Quaker territory. Being chased down from number 19, Ethan Getman. Hamilton finds Seda, who will pass it back out to number 5, Zegemeyer. Zegemeyer with the pass looking for Saldana, but gets deflected by Earlham defenders. The kick from number 23, Majors, was looking for Zaldana. Number 16, Bosler, tried to set up his teammate for the header, but it rolls out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for the Quakers. He was looking for his teammate, number 19, Jared Hayes. So Henry Wilds will have a goal kick for the Quakers. And this kick bounces off Zegemeyer. Todd is there for the Quakers. And his kick will roll straight to the goalkeeper, Rubalcava. Rubalcava's kick bounces off Fitzgibbon. Todd looking for Fitzgibbon, but kicks it too far ahead, and Rubalcava comes out and will make the grab for the Blue Boys. 35-55 remaining in the first half of play. Rubalcava's kick off of Zaldana. Hamilton gets the ball taken from him by Caleb Wilgen. Jake Pearson will pass to Wilgen. Number 16, Bosler will pass it back out to number 6, Kyle Tucker for the Blue Boys. Bosler dribbling and looking for Seda, but deflected by Caesar. Drew Fitzgibbon for the Quakers now has it. And he will get the ball taken from him by number 19, Jared Haynes. Hamilton looking for Haynes inside the 18. And his pass is deflected by Getman. Nice defensive play from Ethan Getman. Ball on the Earlham side of the field. Getman will pass it to Fitzgibbon, who is looking for Todd, but deflected from number 12, Nick Walter. Number 4, Patrick Marker finds 16, Colin Bosler. And we will have a foul called on the play on Bosler. No, it rolled out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for the Quakers. Elster will throw it in. Todd will pass it to Kimball. Getman will pass it to Fitzgibbon on the Blue Boys side of the field. Fitzgibbon will give it to Kimball. Kimball dribbling down the right side into the deep corner, being chased down by number 23, Mark Majors. Out of bounds off of the Quakers, and a goal kick for Illinois College coming up. 33-36 remaining in this first half. Substitution, number 19, Jared Haynes coming out. And number 11, Spencer Bloom, will check in for the Blue Boys. Foul called on the play against the Quakers, so we will have a kick by the Blue Boys. 32:55 remaining in the first half. Number 3, Thomas Seda, the senior out of Sandwich, Illinois, will kick it for the Blue Boys. Seda's kick will go straight to the goalkeeper, Henry Wild, who comes out and makes the grab. As we mentioned, both teams looking for their first win in today's matchup. Wild's kick off of Caleb Wilgen, and Colin Bosler passes it to Saldana. Caleb Saldana knocked down by number 25, John Todd. And that will result in a foul on the Quakers. So number 5, Brock Zegemeyer, will kick it, looking for number 11, Spencer Bloom, in the Quaker 18. And the ball goes into the net. No, it goes outside the net. It went over. It hit the net, so that's why I thought it went into the goal. But it went outside the goal, off the net, so it'll be a goal kick for the Quakers. So still a 0-0 game, 31-10 remaining in the first half. Wild's kick bounces off number 3, Seda, right back to Wilds, who will roll it out to Elster. Elster will pass it back to Jake Pearson. Caesar will pass it to Getman. Ball will go out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for the Blue Boys. Number 23, Mark Majors, will throw it in. 30-28 remaining in the first half. Majors will pass it back to Walter. On the Blue Boy side of the field, Walter will pass to Seda, who is looking ahead for Saldana. Deep in the corner in Quaker territory. Saldana passes to Bosler. Back to Saldana in the corner. Bosler's kick is deflected by number 16, Caleb Wilgen, and it will be a throw-in. Actually, the ball bounced off of Bosler, so it will be a throw-in for the Quakers. Elster will throw it in. We do have a substitution. Number 19, Ethan Getman, will come out. And number... As soon as... See the number, it looks like 13, Garrett Shaw. And it is. So number 13, Garrett Shaw checks in. The sophomore out of Pittsboro, Indiana. Sees his first action in today's matchup. Kimball at the midfield line passes to Todd. Todd looking for Wilgen inside the 18. Wilgen was going for a clear shot, but number 12, Nick Walter, kicks it out of play. And a big substitution coming for the Quakers as we got 4 new players coming on. Looks like number 7, Ben Stos-Tesver, will come in. Kimball will come out. Bellick will come out. Todd will come out. And Wilgen will come out. Tesver will come in. Number 9, Ryoji Fuseji, will come in. Number 21, Andrew Strozuski, will come in. And number 11, Jimmy Intechirme, will come in for the Quakers. 28-15 remaining in the first half. It will be a throw-in for the Quakers. Intechirme battling with Zaldana. Foul called on the play. It will go against Intechirme. So the Blue Boys will have the kick. 0-0 game. Number 5, Brock Zegemeyer, will kick it for the Blue Boys. Bounces off of Zaldana. Hamilton in the foot race with Pearson. Tesver comes away with it but gets picked off by Zeta. Zeta's pass across will be deflected by number 13, Garrett Shaw. And it will be a corner kick for the Blue Boys. Number 17, Brian Hamilton, will kick it for the Illinois College Blue Boys. Brian Hamilton, freshman out of Salem, Indiana. Hamilton's kick off the head of number 12, Walter. And the header from number 11, Spencer Bloom, hits the net, but from the outside. And so it goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for Earlham Quakers. 26-37 remaining in the first half. Wild's kick bounces off number 4, Patrick Marker. Into Cherme's header bounces right to Tesver in the 18, but cut off by Bosler. Tesver in the corner. Ball will be rolled out of bounds, and we will have a throw-in by the Quakers. Tesver throws it in to Cherme, battling with Bosler. Comes away with it. Coming down the side. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for the Blue Boys. 25-54 remaining in the first half. Rubalcava will do a goal kick for the Blue Boys. No substitutions on this match or on this play for either team. Rubacava set to kick. And his kick short. Bounces off into Cherme. Into Cherme dribbling. Passes out to number 21, Andrew Stroszewski. Tesford dribbling down. Stroszewski's pass across the field looking for Fitzgibbon. Winds up in number 23, Mark Major, but gets kicked away by Fitzgibbon, and it rolls out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick by the Blue Boys. Rubacava, another goal kick for him. We are under 25 minutes remaining in the first half. Rubacava's kick near midfield off of Zagemeyer. Dewyer battling with Marker. Fuseji finds Stroszewski. Back out to Dewyer, who will pass it out to Shaw. Majors will kick it out. Garrett Shaw comes away with it and will be pushed, and a foul called on number 11, Bloom. So it will be a kick for the Quakers. Garrett Shaw will kick it for the Quakers. Shaw, a sophomore. Shaw's kick off of Ziegemeyer. And it looks like Ziegemeyer got hit in the mouth is the area he's holding. The shot from number 21, Andrew Stroszewski, sails over the goal, and it will be out of bounds and a goal kick for the Blue Boys. 23-10 remaining in the first half. Still a scoreless game. Rubacava. Kick off of Tesver. Bosler kicks it into the Earlham side of the field. Hamilton fighting Dewyer. Dewyer comes away with it, passes it to Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon finding Stroszewski. Fuseji outside the 18. Passes to Tesver. And the referee says Tesver was offsides. So the first offsides call for the Quakers. Goal kick coming from Rubacava. No substitutions. Rubacava's kick. Deep in the Earlham territory, but bounced off Elster. Stroszewski passes it to Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon looking for Intechirme. But Majors comes away with it for the Blue Boys. Dewyer will pass it to Intechirme. Intechirme dribbling, trying to get past Majors. Ball kicked out back to Dewyer. Garrett Shaw's pass deflected by Bloom, so it will be a throw-in for the Quakers. Garrett Shaw's pass, once again deflected by Bloom. Off of Marker. Fuseji will pass it to Pearson, who passes it to Elster. Elster will pass it back out to Pearson near the midfield circle. Pearson looking for Fitzgibbon. Number 12, Nick Walter for the Blue Boys will kick it far out of the 18. Bounces off Caesar. And number 3, Seda, dribbling up, looking for Zaldania. And the goalkeeper, Henry Wiles, comes and kicks it far back into the Blue Boys' territory. Stroszewski will pass it to Dewyer. Fuseji dribbling in the Blue Boys territory. Looking ahead for Ntachirme. Ball bounces off of Rubacava. Ball out of the 18, back to Tesver. Saldana comes away with the ball, passes ahead to Brian Hamilton, who is dribbling down the right side of the field. Kicks ahead off of Bloom, but a foul called against number 13, Garrett Shaw. So it will be a kick by the Blue Boys for the foul. Just outside the 18. And number 5, Brock Ziegemeyer, will kick it for the Blue Boys. Ziegemeyer's kick goes way over the goal, and it will be out of bounds for the Blue Boys, and a goal kick coming up for the Quakers. Under 20 minutes remaining in the first half. Wiles will kick it out to Shaw. Shaw passes ahead to Fitzgibbon on the Earlham side of the field. Caesar. His kick is deflected. Marker looking for Zaldana in a foot race with Tesver. Zaldana deep in the corner on the Earlham side. Ball will be kicked out by Tesver, and a throw-in coming from Zaldana. The throw-in to Bosler. Ntachirme comes out in a possession battle with Bosler. Bosler passes back out to Marker, who will kick it out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for the Quakers. Elster throws it in to Pearson. Dewyer passes to Elster. Ball hits off of Marker's head. Stroszewski finds Garrett Shaw, who looks up ahead for Tesver, but deflected by number 6, Kyle Tucker. Jake Pearson will now pass it out to Elster. Elster will dribble it into the Blue Boy territory. Still dribbling. Will pass it to Stroszewski. Marker will come away with it for the Blue Boys and passes it to Ziegemeyer. Walter will pass it to Tucker just outside the Blue Boys 18. Foul called on number 9, Ryoji Fuseji, who is a junior out of Tokyo, Japan. Saldana. Ball will be kicked out of bounds by Earlham's 15, Jeffrey Dewyer, and it'll be a throw-in coming from the Blue Boys. A couple of substitutions for Illinois College. Number 21, Cade Troutvetter, will come in for the Blue Boys, and also number 20, Aaron House, comes in for the Blue Boys. Number 4, Patrick Marker, and number 29, Caleb Zaldana, will come out for Illinois College. 16:40 remaining in the first half. Throw in from Bosler. Call made by the referee. So it will be a throw in for the Quakers. Elster throws it into Tesver. Elster finds Dewyer, who passes it back, but it rolls out of bounds. And it will be a throw in for the Blue Boys. Dewyer in a possession battle with number 21, Cade Troutvetter. Elster will pass it to Fuseji, who passes it up to Fitzgibbon. Garrett Shaw will pass it back to Pearson just outside the Earlham 18. Pearson passes to Dewyer, who finds Elster. Elster finds Enticherme into Blue Boys territory, but deflected by number 20, Aaron House. Brian Hamilton will pass it back to number 6, Kyle Tucker. Walter dribbling to the midfield circle and kicks it ahead, looking for number 11, Spencer Bloom. Garrett Shaw is there for the Quakers and will kick it out. And actually a foul called on the play against Illinois College, number 11, Spencer Bloom. So a kick for the Quakers coming up. Under 15 minutes remaining in the first half. Henry Wilds will kick it for the Quakers. And his kick bounces off Ziegemeyer. Ball on the Quaker side of the field. Number 23, Majors. Offsides on the play. So 21, Cade Troutvetter knew he couldn't touch the ball. Otherwise, offsides call would have been called. So he let it go. And the goalkeeper, number 1, Henry Wilds, comes in. His kick bounces off into Cherme on the Blue Boys side of the field. We have a player down for Illinois College. A yellow card given to number 11, Jimmy Enticherme, on the play. Trying to see which player it is. Number 20, Aaron House, is the one. He's grabbing his hamstring. Hopefully he's okay. Stoppage time for the injury. Aaron House gets to his feet and he's trying to walk off the injury. Referee's checking if House is able to go. House says he is, and we will resume action. The yellow card was given to number 11, Jimmy Enticherme. 13:50 remaining in the first half. Ziegemeyer kicks it far ahead in the Quaker territory, looking for Troutvetter. Elster will head it to his goalkeeper, Henry Wilds. Wilds will kick it, bounces off of Ziegemeyer of the Blue Boys into Cherme and Majors in a foot race. Spencer Bloom dribbling, looking ahead to Brian Hamilton. His pass deflected by Tesver. Actually, his pass was deflected by Elster. Caesar kicks it away from the 18, right to Ziegemeyer, who passes it back to Spencer Bloom. In the 18. Foul on the play against the Quakers. So a kick coming up for the Blue Boys. Actually, a corner kick will come up for the Blue Boys. Number 3, Thomas Seda, will kick it for the Blue Boys. 12:20 remaining in the first half. 0-0 still. Seda's kick off the head of Walter rolls out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for the Quakers. 12 minutes remaining in the first half. Wilds will pass it out to Elster. This referee stops time. And number 5, Ziegemeyer, checks out of the game. And number 2, Justin Cozart, comes in for his first action in today's matchup. Wild's kick Off of Fuseji, right to Tesver. Elster on the Blue Boys territory finds Ntachirme. But number 6, Kyle Tucker, comes away with it, looking for Troutvetter. Ball is out of bounds, and a throw in for the Quakers coming up. Elster finds Tesver, but referee says the ball was out of bounds, and it will be a throw in for the Blue Boys. Couple of substitutions coming in. Number 22, number 10, and 15 coming in. So Devin Curtis, Bolt Hamrick, and Mo Kermo comes in for the Blue Boys. Fuseji comes away with it for the Quakers. Strzelczewski was looking for Ntachirme, but Bosler comes in. Fuseji comes away with it, dribbling, passes it up ahead looking for Fitzgibbon, but Mark Majors is there for the Blue Boys, who will kick it out of play, and it will be a throw-in for the Quakers. Under 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Still a 0-0 game. Fuseji's kick is deflected by number 6, Kyle Tucker. Stesver tries to get past Troutvetter, who is dribbling up the right side of the field, looking for number 10, Bolt Hamrick. Jake Pearson comes away with it. Elster passes ahead to Ntachirme. Tesver will pass it back to Pearson. Bolt Hamrick gets a foul called on him for pushing Ntachirme. So a kick for the Quakers rolling up. 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Number 13, Garrett Shaw will kick it for the Quakers. Fuseji passes it ahead to Fitzgibbon. Number 22, Devin Curtis, has the ball deflected. Inside the 18, number 16, Bosler kicks it out. Jake Pearson in a possession battle with Hamrick. Caesar passes it ahead to Tesver. Strzelczewski trying to take it away from Stata. Number 22, Devin Curtis, in a foot race trying to save it from going out of bounds, but it does, and it will be a throw-in coming for the Quakers. Garrett Shaw kicks it far ahead into the Blue Boys territory. Nobody for the Quakers is there. And actually, I think a foul was called against the Quakers, so it should be a kick coming for the Blue Boys. Actually, it's a throw-in, deflected by Caesar. Caesar dribbling ahead, passes it to Tesver. Still in on the Earlham side of the field. Dewey passes it to Elster. Ball will be kicked out of bounds by Illinois College, and a throw-in for the Quakers coming up. Ntachirme will pass it out to Dewey. Garrett Shaw passes it ahead to Drew Fitzgibbon. 6:40 remaining in the first half. Ball kicked out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in coming for the Blue Boys. Foul called on number 10, Bolt Hamrick, who knocked down Fuseji from the back. I think the ref stopped the game to give Hamrick a warning. Be in mind, Illinois College in the first 3 games of this season has 7 red cards on them. Throw in from the Blue Boys. Garrett Shaw will kick it to his goalkeeper Wilds, who passes it back out to Caesar. Caesar with the pass ahead, looking for Intechirme. A yellow card given to Illinois College. Looks like number 22, Devin Curtis, receives a yellow card. Coming from behind Caesar. So a yellow card on the Blue Boys and also one on the Quakers. And as I said, be in mind that so far this season, it's only been 3 games, but the Illinois College Blue Boys has 7 red cards on them this year. Garrett Shaw's kick is in the scrum. The ball lands into the hands of the goalkeeper, Rubalcava, who is not happy, yelling at the ref saying he was knocked down. This game has been physical so far. 5.5 minutes remaining till halftime. Caesar tracking the ball down, and he will kick it to Shaw. Shaw will pass it up the field, but deflected by number 15, Mo Kermo. Intechirme passes it to Tesver, approaching the 18. Tesver trying to get by Tucker. Ball will be kicked out of bounds. Actually, no, Troutvetter saved it. Jake Pearson looking for Fitzgibbon off of his head. Stroszewski's header to Intechirme. Tesver's shot is over the goal, and it will be a goal kick coming up for Illinois College. Clear shot by Tesver, but put a little too much on it as it sailed over the goal. 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Rubalcava will kick it for the Blue Boys. Off of Hamrick. Garrett Shaw passes it ahead to Fuseji. This game has been very physical, as we've seen 2 yellow cards already called in today's matchup. And another one called. This one is a handball. Intechirme looks very upset at the referee. Either way, kick coming for the Quakers. Number 2, Chima Nduku, will kick it for the Quakers, who just checked into the matchup for the Quakers. Nduku's kick is too high, and it will be a goal kick coming for the Blue Boys. 3 minutes remaining in the first half, still a 0-0 game. If you want to check out live stats, go to goearlham.com. We'll check on the stats of the game so far. Only 3 shots apiece from each of the teams. Deflected from Fitzgibbon. Out of the 3 shots for each team, none of them have been on goal. Hamrick's pass looking for Troutvetter, deflected from Elster to Pearson. Nduku pass deflected by Bosler. Pearson will pass it to Stroszewski. Dewyer will pass it back out to Elster. Chima and Dooku will pass to Dewyer. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Fuseji. Number 2, Justin Kozart, passes it ahead to Troutvetter. Trying to get by Pearson, but Pearson and Troutvetter in a battle for possession of the ball deep in the corner on the Earlham side of the field. Pearson will kick it out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in coming for the Blue Boys. Number 22, Devin Curtis will throw it in. The throw-in off the head of Kozart goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for the Quakers. We are approaching a minute remaining in the first half. Henry Wilds will kick it for the Quakers. Off of Fuseji, right to Intechirme. Kicked out of bounds by number 15, Mo Kermo. Elster will throw it in. We're at 40 seconds remaining in the first half. And Dooku dribbling through defenders. Passes it to Jeffrey Dewyer, looking for Fitzgibbon. Approaching the 18. Fitzgibbon's pass deflected off of number 23, Mark Majors. 20 seconds remaining. It will be a corner kick for the Quakers. Garrett Shaw. His kick from the corner. Off of the hands of Rubakava. Still 10 seconds. Nduku inside the 18. Kicked out by Bosler. Straight to Elster. Elster's pass to Shaw will not be kicked in time, and the ball will sail out of bounds, and that will end the first half. First half ends, both teams tied 0-0. 15 minutes halftime before we get underway with the second half. When we come back, we'll run down the first half stats for each team and what to look forward to in the second half. 0-0 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We will be right back.
greatest thing ever happened for Oscar Robertson. You learn to compete.
Basketball in Indiana has a special legacy. It starts with the coaches, develops with the fans, and ends with an amazing community support.
I think one of these days when you're done and you're retired and you kind of shelve that piece of your life, you can look back and be like, wow, that's really incredible.
To play in a state tournament, to be able to play in college, to be able to coach high school girls, and then to be able to see my son coach, basketball has been my life.
Any opportunity I got to play basketball, I played it. You know, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I love doing, and still today I love the game.
And every time Dad put me in, I think as a freshman, sophomore, there was booing. And then the exciting turnaround to when I was a junior and senior, every time he took me out, he got booed. So those were fun times.
Basketball got me an education. Got me to be a worldly person as far as reading articles. Got me to be artistic and understand the cultures of the world, the ballet, the opera. It just opened up your whole mind and thoughts about things other than what you can reach out and touch.
Because I never dreamed of going to college, and basketball gave me the opportunity to not only go to college but play professional ball, and I've been around it my whole life. I'm 58 now, and I've been involved for a lot of years.
Where else can you walk around? I'm a 65-year-old man, and people say, George, oh, I remember you in '69 with your high school state championship team. I saw you at Butler. I mean, it's incredible. This is the only place here in Indiana that happens.
We check 'em better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Yeah. Welcome back to Matlock Mester Stadium. About a few minutes away before the second half gets underway. I'm going to go over the first half stats with you. Looking at Illinois College, 3 shots, no shots on goal, 3 corner kicks, 6 fouls, and 1 yellow card on the Blue Boys. Earlham, 3 shots as well, no shots on goal, 2 corner kicks, 1 offsides call, 5 foul calls, and also 1 yellow card called on the play. And as you can tell, and as you've seen so far, this game has been a much of a defensive battle. Both teams doing a real good job of not allowing the other team to get shots on the goal. As both teams, no shots on goal, 3 shots total. It's a really physical game. 5 plus foul calls on each team, a couple of yellow cards so far. And that's what we should be expecting to continue in the second half, a lot more physicality, and we'll see which team can capitalize on an opportunity to get a shot on the goal, because it doesn't seem like it's going to pick up to where you can get 8 to 9 to 10 shots on goal in this half. It's going to be where you may get 2 or 3 max, and whichever team takes advantage of the opportunity that arises will come out victorious. And as stated in the first half, both teams looking for their first win in today's matchup. Both teams coming in 0-2-1. The second half will start with Blue Boys kicking it off. Hamilton will kick off to Ziegemeyer. Ziegemeyer went out in the middle of the first half. We didn't see him come back in. It looked like he was getting an ankle checked out. Zaldania dribbling up between Earlham defenders. Possession battle with Zaldania and Wilgen. Ball was kicked out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in coming for the Blue Boys to start the second half. Actually, it's not a throw-in. Another foul call was called on the Quakers, so Ziegemeyer will kick it for the Blue Boys. And his kick high off of Caesar. And Getman will kick it out of play. So a throw-in coming for the Blue Boys. Number 17, Brian Hamilton, will kick it across and looking for Zaldania, but deflected off of Jake Pearson. Actually, that deflection came from number 16, Caleb Wilgen. Ball sails over Brian Hamilton, and it will roll out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for the Quakers. 43-20 remaining in this second half. Henry Wilds will kick it for the Quakers. Henry Wilds' kick off of Dewyer. Caleb Wilton. Oh, number 4, Patrick Marcus, slips on the ball. Fusetti trying to pass to Strozuski, but was deflected by the Blue Boy defenders. Zaldania and Elster in a possession battle. Elster will pass it back to Wilds. Elster dribbling up the left side of the field. Passes it ahead to Fusetti, who was looking to pass back to Elster. But the Blue Boys defender kicks it across to the Earlham side of the field. Drew Fitzgibbon trying to get by Mark Majors. His pass off of the head of Fusetti, and it goes over the goal, and it will be out of bounds. But a corner kick coming for the Quakers, as it was deflected off of the goalkeeper, Raul Rubalcava, out of St. Paul, Texas. Number 21, Andrew Strozuski, will kick it for the Quakers. And his kick off of Zaldania, outside the 18, Jeffrey Dewyer, and his kick trying to set up number 22, Drew Fitzgibbon. It did go in the net, but the referee said he was offside. So the goal does not count for the Quakers. It was a beautiful pass by Dewyer, but Fitzgibbon was just offsides, and it will be a goal kick coming for the Blue Boys. Tough break for the Quakers, who both teams are still looking to try to get a goal. Fitzgibbon passes the midfield onto the Blue Boys side of the field in a battle with number 17, Brian Hamilton. Ethan Getman tries to hit Fitzgibbon, who comes away with it. Andrew Bellick will pass it to Jake Pearson. Strozuski looking ahead for Fitzgibbon, and the ball actually bounces off of his back. Ethan Getman finds Strozuski, and foul called on Fitzgibbon. So it will be a kick coming for the Blue Boys. 40 minutes remaining in the second half. Drew Fitzgibbon actually just received a yellow card. That is the second yellow card the Quakers have received in this match. Ziegemeyer checking out his knee. Says he's good to go. Play will resume. Ziegemeyer with a far kick off of Hamilton outside the Earlham 18. But another foul called. This time it will be against Illinois College. So Henry Wilds will come out and kick it for the Quakers. Jake Pearson at the midfield line. Ball deflected off of Zaldania. Caesar passes it ahead to Fitzgibbon. On the Blue Boys side of the field, Bellick trying to find Fuseji. But number 6, Kyle Tucker, will kick it out of bounds. And a throw-in for the Quakers is coming up. Drew Fitzgibbon will throw it into Ethan Getman. Getman kicks it ahead, but deflected by number 4, Patrick Marker. Andrew Bellick passes looking for Fuseji, but Ziegemeyer comes away with it. Mark Sater Zaldania passes it back to Balzer. Foul called against the Quakers, so another kick coming for the Blue Boys. 38-30 remaining in the second half. Still a no-score game. Ziegemeyer, actually number 3, Thomas Seda, will kick it for the Blue Boys. And his kick off of the head of Caesar, right to number 16, Caleb Wilgen. Number 29, Zaldania in the 18. Jake Pearson with the deflection. Sada will pass it back out to Balzer. Ziegemeyer will pass it to Zaldania, who passes it back to number 4, Patrick Marker. Ziegemeyer in a possession battle with number 8, Andrew Bellick. Number 12, Nick Walter, passes it ahead to number 19, Jared Haynes, but the ball goes out of bounds and a Quaker throw-in will come up. Ethan Getman will throw it in to number 8, Andrew Bellick. Bellick dribbling through defenders, just approaching the 18. Bellick gets cut off by the defenders of the Blue Boys. Ryoji Fuseji gets cut off by Mark Majors. Passes it back out to Drew Fitzgibbon off the head of number 12, Nick Walter. Zaldania in a possession battle with Dewyer. Dewyer passes it to Wilgen. Elster on the side. Tries to do a give and go. Ends up coming away with it. Caleb Wilgen goes down. Elster approaching the 18. And I think that is a foul called inside the 18. The goalkeeper for Illinois College, Raul Rubalcava, is upset. And so the Quakers, it looks like they're setting up for a penalty kick. So it will be a penalty kick for the Quakers. And number 22, Drew Fitzgibbon, will have the penalty kick for the Quakers. And as we said before, one of those opportunities that will arise. Will they take advantage of it? Fitzgibbon's kick is over the goal. No good. So the score remains 0-0, 35 minutes remaining in the second half. An opportunity missed by the Quakers. And the Blue Boys, fortunate right there. So Rubakava will kick it out for the Blue Boys. Number 17, Brian Hamilton in the foot race with Caesar, approaching the Earlham 18. Hamilton has the ball taken from him by Andrew Bellick. And it will go out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for the Quakers. Stroszewski will throw it in for the Quakers. Actually, he gives it to Ethan Getman. Caesar will pass it ahead to Fuseji. Ball kicked out of bounds, and a throw-in for the Quakers coming up. Ryoji Fuseji will give it to Bellick. On the Blue Boys side of the field, Caesar passes to Fitzgibbon. Brian Hamilton. Oh. Number 3, Thomas Seda takes out Jeffrey Dewyer. Actually, that takes out number, looks like Stroszewski. And that's, so after the foul called on Jeffrey Dewyer, number 3, Thomas Seda takes out number 20, Ron Stroszewski. Number 17, Brian Hamilton, is down for the Blue Boys. Referee is calling in a couple of the players from each team. I'm thinking he's telling warnings before a red card start coming out. Trainers coming out to check on Brian Hamilton. And as we've seen in the first half and so far in this second half, it is a very physical matchup between these two. Brian Hamilton still being checked out by the trainers. And he will come out of the game. And he is limping. He was holding his leg on the ground. The foul was called against the Quakers first. Referees are getting together to sort it out. 33-10 remaining in the second half. Referees are trying to sort it out. Brian Hamilton is leaving the game. I don't know if number 3, Thomas Seda, got called for anything. The foul definitely went on number 15, Jeffrey Dewyer. Now the referees have split up. I think we are ready to resume action. So it will be a kick coming up for the Blue Boys. As I mentioned, the foul was called on Dewyer. Foul was called on Dewyer. So number 5, Brock Ziegemeyer, will kick it for the Blue Boys. And we have resumed action. Ziegemeyer passes it to number 16, Colin Bosler, off of Caesar's head in the Earlham 18. Number 19, Jared Haynes, will throw it in for the Blue Boys. Off of Bellick's head, it rolls out of bounds. Another throw in coming for the Blue Boys. Andrew Bellick gets it away from the Earlham 18. Ryoji Fuseji in a battle with number 12, Nick Walter. Off the head of Caesar. Jeffrey Dewyer will pass it back to Elster. Dewyer dribbling up the left side of the field. Finds Fuseji, who gives it back to Dewyer, who passes to Caleb Wilgen. Possession battle going on right now. Off the head of Dewyer, right to number 4, Patrick Marker. It does go out of bounds, so a throw in for the Quakers coming up. Elster will throw it in. Finds Stroszewski. Ball is kicked out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in coming up for the Blue Boys. 31-25 remaining in the game. On the Blue Boys side of the field, Ethan Getman passes it to Drew Fitzgibbon in a foot race with Mark Majors. Ball will be kicked out of bounds, and a throw-in coming in for the Blue Boys. Number 3, Thomas Seda. Foul called against the Blue Boys. Number 23, Mark Majors. This is a very physical matchup. Referee still issuing warnings. As you saw, Caesar was letting Zaldana know, back up. Caesar's kick to Stroszewski outside the midfield circle. Dewyer will pass it back out to Jake Pearson. Andrew Bellick passes it ahead looking for Fitzgibbon just outside the Blue Boys 18. Ethan Getman trying to pass it to Caleb Wilgen off his head, and it goes out of bounds. And it will be a goal kick for the Blue Boys. Raul Rubalcava will kick it for the Blue Boys. Under 30 minutes remaining in the second half. Off of Stroszewski, Andrew Bellick. A lot of headers happening right now. On the Blue Boys side of the field, Ryoji Fuseji. I tell you what, this game, you have seen a lot of bodies drop. Possession battle happening right now. Number 4, Patrick Marker, comes away with it. Nick Walter gets taken down by number 9, Ryoji Fuseji. Another foul called on the play. Remember, you could check the stats at goearlham.com. So looking at the stats, 7 fouls each for the Blue Boys and the Quakers. 2 yellow cards by the Quakers, 1 by the Blue Boys. Number 11, Spencer Bloom, in a possession battle with Elster. Whistle blown, a foul called against the Blue Boys. So a kick coming for the Quakers. Seen a lot of fouls called this game. Henry Wilds will kick it for the Quakers. Wilds' kick was short off of Zaldania. Quakers very fortunate there because Wilds was so far from his goal. If Zaldania comes up with it, he has a clear shot. Foul called against the Blue Boys, number 29, Zaldania. Drew Fitzgibbon trying to pass to Fuseji. Ball deflects off of him, and it will go out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick coming up for the Blue Boys. 27-15 remaining in the second half. Raul Rubakava. Short kick. Ryoji Fuseji trying to get a clear shot, and his shot bounces straight to Rubakava for the save. 26-40 remaining. Ball still on the Blue Boys side of the field. Ziegemeyer kicks it to the Quaker side, trying to find number 21, Cade Troutvetter, but it sails out of bounds. Throw in coming for the Quakers. Substitutions on the play. Number 7, Ben Stos-Tesver comes in. Number 25, John Todd. Number 14, Connor Kimball checks in. And number 11, Jimmy Intechirme will check in for the Quakers. Fitzgibbon will come out. Stroszewski will come out. Wilds will make the grab. 25-40 remaining in the second half. Henry Wilds' kick bounces on the Blue Boys side of the field. Ethan Getman in a battle with Cade Troutvetter. Throw in coming for the Blue Boys. Couple substitutions. Number 3, Thomas Seda. Number 4, Patrick Marker coming out the game. Number 20, Aaron Howard.